Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for July 21st. July 21st is the 202nd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 203rd in leap years, with 163 days remaining to the end of the year. I got it right this time. Today's word is cogent. Cogent is an adjective that means convincing, pertinent, relevant, appealing to the mind or reason, having the power to compel or constrain. A cogent argument really drives its point home because it is clear, coherent, and readily understandable. The word cogent comes to us from Latin. First known use of the word cogent is in 1659. Cogent. And remember, if you have a word that you'd like to explore on the Word of the Day segment, pop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, you've heard of the English Channel, I'm sure. It's a portion of the Atlantic Ocean that separates southern England from northern France. Through the channel, it's about 150 miles or 240 kilometers wide at its widest and 21 miles or 34 kilometers at its narrowest. On the English side of the channel lies the Isle of Wight. The Isle of Wight is about 148 square miles or 384 square kilometers, and it bears a population of about 141,538 as of 2021. Isle of Wight is a popular tourist destination and is designated a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, and sounds like a lovely place to visit or live. Now that's now in the 2020s. Today's event takes place during what was known as the Italian Wars or the Habsburg-Valois Wars, a series of conflicts that took place between 1494 and 1559. In that context occurs the first landing of French troops on the Isle of Wight during the French invasion of the Isle of Wight on July 21st, 1545. Turns out the locals were able to repel the invaders who withdrew, and that was the last time the French would attempt to take the Isle of Wight. On July 21st, 1969, Neil Armstrong became the first person to walk on the moon. Now we're going to keep it short today, so before we move on to the song of the day, I'll include a link in case you want to go see an old episode and see what else I talked about on July 21st before. Today's song is Bad Girls by Donna Summer, number 1 on July 21st, 1979. Bad Girls was the title song of her 7th album, and the single of Bad Girls was the second biggest song of 1979. The inspiration for this song arose from an incident 2 or 3 years earlier when a policeman mistook one of Ms. Summer's assistants for a street hooker. Classic disco, this one, and as always, there's a link in the description if you'd like to hear it. Bad Girls by Donna Summer, number 1, July 21st, 1979. Now, before we roll into the outro, I want to let you know that I've created a new channel called Vicki's Artful Adventures on YouTube. I'll be posting creative projects, drawing, painting, coloring, polymer clay, resin projects, and whatever else I might be doing in an artistic creative vein. I'll show you what I'm working on or what I have done in the past, and we'll go from there. I've got miles of video, some that's already been edited, and maybe I couldn't decide where to post it. Some of it that's on this channel but needs to go somewhere else. And while I thought that some of my Day in History viewers might enjoy that sort of content, I think you landed here for This Day in History, and I don't want to get things all mixed up. So I'll include a link, and you can check it out if you like. Let me know what you think. Alrighty, on with the outro. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that is called No Really. And you can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Microphone over there. Hello. Okay. With 202 days remaining to the end of the world. End of the year. Please, not the end of the world. 202 days remaining to the end of the year. Let's read that one again. Yep, it is. That's what it's called. All right. Third time better be a charm. There's no "the" there. Start over. Attracting. Just read the whole thing over. I don't ad-lib very well. You know what? Maybe we can leave that one off. Don't alienate people who can be helpful to you. Flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.